Cody doesn't like his microphone anymore. I've noticed that last couple of weeks.
It's this weird spot.
Cody's racist against microphones.
Do you see this? This wobble?
And I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Look at the wobble. You can see the wobble. Yeah, I'm just here not so I don't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't have to go to the break room.
There you go. There you go.
What the fuck does that mean? All right.
Seen Severance?
No, nobody watches that shit. Let's get the party started.
Oh.
You remember where it goes in, Cody?
No, it's just the hook or
I'll
something?
do this.
Yeah, I'll point at you. But get ready, though. It's coming.
We're gonna find
When the
out
music
later.
goes. When it goes. You'll know it. You'll know it when you hear it.
Hello! We're out here. We're doing TRDS. We are episode 298. We are 3 out from the big one. We're at the end of April. We're coasting in there. We're good. We're sweet. We're tight. I'm here. Rem is here. He's usually not here when you hear my voice. We got Rem. We got Ray. We got Randy. We got Craig. I see Craig. Craig's a good boy. He's always here. We gotta give Craig some props for always showing up. I like
money.
Consistent.
Yeah, he
Shows up on demand.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that in a robot, I guess. How's you guys? How's let's have a round of how's you guys. Let's start with what's your name? Randy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Randy.
Goat. I own a goat, and I'm here for the support group, the goat owning support group. I had to bring that motherfucker in and out 4 times a day because it rained a lot. Fuck
Can't
my
get
life.
your goats wet.
Has he shit in your house?
Yes, but it's just little pellets, so it's easy to sweep up.
Ain't no big deal.
Yeah, such is life.
What's the thought process behind that? Like, why do you get a goat?
Because my wife saw it at trade days and was like, "Oh my god, I got to get a fucking goat," and I was like, "No, you don't." And she was like, "Oh my god, I'm getting a goat," and I was like, "No, you're not." And then next thing I know, we have a fucking goat.
So you can impulse buy goats. Okay. I wasn't.
I mean,
aware of that.
Randy.
I impulse bought a pinky ring.
How much does a goat cost?
Well, they wanted 150, but we talked them down. I didn't realize my mother-in-law was Jewing around because she's like, "I only got $100," and I was like, "Well, Kristen has 100 too," and she looked at me like, "Shut the fuck up!" And I was like, and I didn't catch it. Kristen had to tell me later. So yeah, I'm not good at negotiating, but we got them for 125.
Okay, and what do you feed it? Like tin cans?
Food? No, it's you get a 50-pound bag for $18 at Rural King.
Okay, all right.
Rule King.
Yeah,
I was just in one of those. It's nice.
Yeah, you get popcorn when you walk in.
Baby chicks.
Yeah, we got 6 more of those too.
I've never seen one of those. I don't know what you're talking about.
How would you describe it?
It's like a rural heaven. It's for farmers and shit. They have everything you would ever need for a farm.
Mm-hmm.
And like side by sides and shit.
Cody, we're forgetting the most important update from Randy. You got a prompting.
Wegovy?
Wegovy.
Oh,
how are we doing on that front?
Oh man, I've had a big week. You guys want to
Lots
guess?
of shitting.
Lots.
Okay, hold on. Wait. What was it last week?
I'm getting back to it. It was exactly. There's so much stuff in our show notes. 393.4.
Okay, so it's closest without going over. I won last week, so I'll go last. Cody, you go
This
first.
is a recurring bit. Okay, going first definitely isn't a disadvantage. I'm gonna say even.
Even,
Okay.
no change. Okay,
No change.
all right. Ray,
I got to go off of what was like the clues, which is if it was a big week, we're gonna say like 384.1 or something.
Okay.
well, shit. Now I
That's-
boxed myself in. I'm gonna say 387.7.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
384.9.
Fuck.
Wow, that's good though.
Ray, what'd you get?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I was 0.8 under.
Nice.
Wow.
All right. Okay, you win.
That's
Good
good.
job. Way to go, Randy. Proud of you.
Yep.
Yeah, way to
Thank
go.
you.
That's a big one. Because I was looking at the other ones trying to do the math on like averages, and if it was a really big week, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of
finally took my shot
ETT.
again. Oh yeah, it's been all liquid. It's not great. And I've
What do you
had
mean
so
you-
many appointments for my bariatric surgery.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you shared that last week. You're getting bariatric surgery.
Oh yeah. I'm getting the old gastric bypass probably.
What are you going to do with all the skin?
I'm gonna work out as I go, so hopefully I don't have any. But
Can
if
you
not,
donate
I'll
it
get-
like hair?
Can you feed it to a goat?
I will find out, Cody. I will find out.
They eat
right
anything.
now.
So I'm just like, ooh, what's going on?
I can't wait for the recap to start talking about goats eating skin.
No, and listen, semi-serious question though. Like, there's organ donors. Like in theory, if you just had an excess of skin and there's like a burn victim, in theory,
Okay,
Cody,
Cody,
couldn't you
sir,
donate your
we have a
skin?
new business.
yeah, that's a good use of your assets. I was thinking about doing something horrible, like having like a big old like flesh toned boa from like Randy's like leather. Just over
Gross.
your
Okay.
face. You know, just a
Flesh
sausage
tone
you
boa.
can
That's an episode title.
just- Okay.
All right. Well, Ray, I'm sorry, Cody, your host. I just give you the natural.
No,
habit.
you're allowed to be filthy and stepping on my toes. Hey, Rem, what segment should we go to next, you think?
Well, I'm in Maryland.
Oh, okay. Please.
I just
tell us
wanted to
more about
say,
the
I got
Mary
nothing to-
Land.
I used to
Whatever
come here
you
for
doing
the
there?
bathtubs. I was very excited to come for the bathtubs because how often do I get a chance to sit in a bathtub and soak in hot water?
Is Maryland known for good bathtub?
Well, no, this place was.
Okay.
However, they remodeled one of the buildings and put me in it, and there's no longer a bathtub.
You should burn it
And-
down.
It was, it took me 6.5 hours to get here because fuck New York. I was so disappointed when I rolled in.
They gave you the shower urinal combo.
It's this weird stand-up shower. It's got one of those like rain heads, so it's like rain coming out so they can conserve water somehow. But the door is only halfway.
Yeah.
The door doesn't move, so like half of it's open, and it's not positioned correctly. So you end up with a big puddle of water. On the
Sounds
floor.
like poor construction. Ray, what would you say about that?
Yeah. So Rem, are you saying that like the bath/tub situation in a hotel room is kind of a selling point? Because I
Yes.
think it is. But they don't advertise it that way though.
No, it's like if you're gonna have just a shower, it's got to be a fucking cool shower. But give me a bath, especially one with the whirlpool jets. Oh shit!
I need shower pressure though. I hate
Yes.
the limp wristed like.
Now what are you gonna do?
No.
The liberals took over the hotel industry, man. Like they don't understand. It's not climate change. It's the magnetic poles are shifting like at 30 miles per year, which is fucking crazy. I don't know if you guys know this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
We're in for a world of hurt.
So going back to the bath/shower though, like I'm telling you, that's one of the things that I kind of enjoy the most if you're on the road is if you can find like the quality setup. It's relaxing. For me, if you can get a shower that's almost like a sauna, but you can kind of like most showers don't have an actual seat, but some way of like kind of just being able to sit and relax.
And then you take.
Oh, like you just sit in there for like an hour and just chill. Yeah. Oh yeah. Just take a glass in there and just have a drink. It's
Yeah.
nice. Like and look, I like my family, I really do, but sometimes it's really hard to do that at home when you got 4
Yeah,
kids.
it's
So,
impossible. Yeah,
I
was
mean,
telling
just
my
saying,
wife-
it's nice break. Yeah.
I was telling my wife I was looking forward just to sit in the bathtub. She's like, "Well, we have bathtub here." I'm like, "You really fucking think I can do that at home? Come on,
Let's be serious.
let's be serious here." Okay, that's all I got, Cody. I'm just here. I'm here
No,
for
that's
training. That's going on.
fantastic. Got the bathtub shower conundrum.
Yep.
Also, I feel like some people will like if you say that you take an hour in the shower at a hotel or something like that, the climate control people are like, "Oh, that's just wasting water." What do you think that water goes into a fucking black hole? It's recycled water. Like what? It's not wasting it. It's not gone forever.
Ever hear the
Like-
water cycle, bitch? Yeah.
Like I don't understand. I don't know why that. And I remember we had a drought in California one time, and they were trying to say how they were like, put a bucket in the shower with you so you can water your lawn with it. I'm like, why? What happens to
Dude.
my shower water? You literally
Oh.
dump it?
Oh man.
Right. It wasn't that long ago. I was watching these dudes on YouTube at Lake Mead documenting how it was draining because it was drying out because it was so low. That disappeared. What happened? Because is it full again? Did it fill back up?
I mean, listen, I'm actually naive about this. No, right now in California, the
water.
the water reservoirs and the snowpack in the mountains are like insane right now. It's like record levels. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't understand how this is like I don't know how it's bad. I'm like, what if like the heat makes it evaporate, what goes in the sky and then it rains? Am
It
I
comes back.
like a total idiot on this stuff?
I know.
Yeah, like how is
Does
that?
it rain farther away from where it evaporates? Is that where the fucking issues arise? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, there might be some of that, right? Like control, but like, yeah, but to pretend as if it just like literally is in a black hole, just gone. Like, no, that's not.
It's gone.
That's
The
not how it
water's gone.
works. Anyway,
Randy, what would Echo say about that?
Oh, we could ask her.
yeah, that's a good idea.
She's fucking crazy. She's been going nuts, man.
Sassy.
Oh yeah. Hey Echo,
Randy's
are
been
you
shit.
there?
Does it talk
Wow.
back?
Yeah, but it's not right now because I'm on Bluetooth. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Well, forget it.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Well, that
It's
would have
afraid
been
of
cool.
goats.
It's afraid of goats. Anyways, do you guys know which denomination of Christians have the most money?
I feel like it should. You know what?
Italians.
The Orthodox.
Orthodox.
It's got to be Greeks.
Okay.
Greek, Russian,
What'd you say, Rem?
Orthodoxy.
The Italians.
Oh, the Rome Catholics.
The Vatican dudes. The Vatican
Okay.
Christian. Yeah, those guys.
Vatican's a good guess. They have 15 billion in assets. But true answer is the Mormons with 293 billion.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I knew that too. That was.
Does
That's
that
the
include
biggest
all
one.
that lost treasure somewhere in Utah that no one's found?
Yeah.
No,
Joseph
they have
Smith.
a clandestine fund to get off this planet.
Ah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
What about do Scientologists? I know they might not fall into the same category there,
They
but like,
probably
do they have a lot of assets? I could see that being.
I'm sure they do without disclosing. I'm sure they're on that list, but they can't be anchored anywhere because of the shadiness surrounding their bottom line.
You know, Scientology sounds cool, but their people are assholes.
Yep.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
You know, they stalked me. I had a job where I had two different offices, one in Columbus, one in Florence, and both right up the road from the office was a Scientology center. It was fucking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, they're in Cali.
They have 3 billion globally.
I almost let them test my Phaetons. I saw them at the mall once. I was walking there with my girlfriend. I was a young man, the young Rem. And I was like, oh shit, that looks cool. And then she's like, don't do that. We have to go do other things. And I realized what they were, Scientology. And that's when they get you, when you start holding the rods.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they start signing you up for shit. So I'm glad it didn't happen.
They get your
they tell you your imaginary juice isn't good enough and you have to do things to like strengthen your imaginary juice. Yeah. And then you realize the juice is imaginary and you walk away from them.
Randy said they get your email, but this was like 1998 before people just exchanged emails out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, they got your pager number? You're fucking done.
You're fucking done.
Oh, yeah.
You're done, son.
Back in the day when it was like, don't let everybody have your email address. You never know what could happen.
Oh, my God. 77 fucking junk emails a day, plus the goddamn Indian spam calls trying to sell me fucking solar panels. Christ.
Why don't you just buy some solar panels and then they'll stop calling you?
I told them, I said,
solar panels racist.
I said, hey, Steven, I already bought solar panels. You know how they say their names like Steven or Brian. You know it's not. I was like, I already bought solar panels. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll take you off the list. Motherfucker didn't take me off the list. Monday alone, I had 8 calls Monday morning. I had another 4 today afternoon.
Jesus.
He put you back on that list.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm so racist now? I can't stand it.
He didn't Apple X, Apple V. Or control for you people that like your PC computers.
Yeah.
Don't they call it command?
Apple, yes. I just told you how old I was. Yeah, Apple says command now.
You dated yourself.
Ray, did you have something to say about AT&T?
Yeah, fuck AT&T. Good riddance, you sons of bitches. Did I ever tell you guys about that whole story? So it happened it started about literally about 3 years ago, where for real, I was in the Target and there's the people with the AT&T logo on their shirts and they're like, trade in any phone, any condition, you basically get a free phone. So I'm like, I mean, might as well, right? So did that, got 4 phones. Well, they send you for the trade-ins, they send you the box in the mail. You put the phone in the box, ship it back. Easy. Well, they sent 1 box, not 4. So long story short, I literally spent months, if not close to a year, going back and forth with these fucking dumbasses on oh my goodness. It's just, it's a circus.
4 and 1.
No, I'm like, well, I need to trade these in. How do I do this? And they're like, oh, well, you need to go into the store. So I go into the store down the street and they're like, oh, well, we're not like an official AT&T store. You have to go to one of the official ones, which are, over here, over here, and over here. And they're all like 30 minutes away. I'm like, all right. So I go to one of them. And then the guy is like, oh, well, you have to come back before 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay. So I come back before 5 o'clock. Apparently that day their AC's broken, so they're closed. I'm like, fuck. All right, well, thanks. Glad I drove an hour to get here. Then the next time I go back, they're like, oh, well, you have to call this certain number. And then, but you actually can just do it yourself. And then it's a circus. Finally, I get a hold of this person that's like, look, you just go on the att.com/myrewards or whatever the fucking thing is. You just turn in the phones. Then you call and we'll just link them. And I'm like, all right, I can do that. So I send in devices. Instead of getting what they were promising, at the time, the $800 credit, I get these gift cards in the mail for $10. And I'm like, okay. So I call them and I'm like, hey, so it looks like you got my thing. Can we make this work? And they're like, yeah, that promotion, we can't verify that promotion. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't verify the promotion? It's a fucking AT&T. Do you not have a history of your fucking promotions? So basically, all that to say, they basically fucked me on 3 of those devices, $800 each. That's 800 times 3 is $2,400. Mm-hmm. And so I literally was I was like, escalate to your next manager, escalate. And they were just like, we can't do anything. And I'm like, and they basically were saying, long and short of it being, we know that you tried to do this, but we don't necessarily have proof that you said exactly what you're saying happened. Therefore, you know what I mean? We know you called, we know you talked to someone during these durations that we say you have to do it within, but we don't know what the conversations were, so we're not going to honor this. And I'm kind of like, fuck you guys. You know what I mean? What do you
Yeah.
And the funny thing being, I've been an AT&T customer. I was on my parents' account in the 90s. I switched to my own account in 2003. Yeah, Singular. It was before we were actually on Singular. Yeah, they got bought by AT&T and stuff. And I'm like, can you see how long I've been a customer? And they're like, yes, 20 years. And I'm like, so do you understand? This is not I've been a customer for 20 years. I'm not trying to get away with something. This is I've been a customer forever. They're like, yeah, we see that. So essentially the guy is just like, I'm not going to do anything. And I tell him, okay, well, right now, I can't just cancel my service. I can't just cancel, just straight up cancel and then go find another service. I can't have no service, right? Immediately. I said, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call separately because the wireless and the internet, home internet are different accounts, parts of their stupid company. So I'm like, I'm going to go and I'm going to call and cancel the internet. Because fuck you guys. And I'm going to switch to somebody else. And the first chance I get, I'm going to cancel this stuff. So obviously called and canceled the internet, switched. And, it's funny because I get calls every once in a while and they're like, hey, are you interested in AT&T internet? I'm like, yeah, I will sign up if you give me $2,400 in bill credits and a $500 gift card for my pain and suffering. And they're like, yeah, I can't do that. And I'm like, all right, well, then hang up.
Do this. Yeah.
So finally, I went in and switched to T-Mobile.
Nice.
First things first, did some speed tests at home. AT&T was 5 megabits per second. T-Mobile's 120, 130. Mm-hmm. It works a million times better. A million times better. And this is not slightly, it's way better. The funny thing though is when I went into the T-Mobile store, I'm like, all right, so I'm switching. When do I get to call and tell AT&T I'm canceling? And they go, oh, well, it's all automatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys realize you're robbing me of the satisfaction of getting to call them and cancel, right? And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, never mind. So I did call AT&T and I actually talked to them and I was like, listen, I'll give you guys one more chance. I don't actually want to switch,
Mhm.
If you guys look, I'm literally outside the T-Mobile store. If you want to honor the deal, and this guy like apparently can see more stuff, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I can see the deal and this and that," and goes on a spiel and kind of just goes, "But yeah, just you know, not really going to do anything." He goes, "I'll give you a one-time $100 bill credit," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to say no because like if you're just going to give me some shit, I'll take it."
And then still cancel.
Yeah, and at one point they have the hubris to tell me this. When I'm saying I'm canceling, they go, "It's okay. Most people come back because our service is so good." I've never wanted to reach through the phone and punch somebody so much in my life. Like, fuck you guys. Like, you've literally taken $2,400 from me, and you're like, we don't really care. We don't really care.
You'll be back.
Anyway, fuck AT&T.
That's like what a drug dealer says to his marks. He's like,
it's just insane.
You'll come crawling back to us.
Yeah. So anyway, my big thing is, I mean, honestly, the part of me wants to just blow up the internet with it somehow, some way, and just be like, everyone cancel AT&T. They're just a bunch of money hungry goofballs. They honestly don't care. Like I said, 20 years with them, and they literally are like, yeah, I can see the thing. We just don't want to do it. Like, fuck you guys. Anyway, that's nice. So I'm actually really happy to not be with AT&T. And look how cool the back of my phone looks. Isn't that fucking sweet?
Wow.
You see my look?
Oh yeah.
I got a sweet phone.
I'm sorry that happened to you, Ray.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man.
He's got a new sweet phone.
I got a new sweet phone. T-Mobile's good.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
I'm thinking about
That
switching to T-Mobile.
S25 Ultra. Dude, I'm telling you, these new phones it's fucking nuts. The quality of these cameras.
What do? You taking pictures of your wife?
Oh yeah, no, I was actually. Oh, I don't know if I really want to share it with you because you need to have access to it.
Yeah.
I got one from like, I mean, she's like, 80 yards away, and you can just see everything
All
you need
the
to see.
dimples.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, it was nice.
right.
Nice. Yeah. Anyway, there's my fuck AT&T. Bunch
Yeah.
of
AT&T.
yahoos.
Fuck
What's up with you?
Telegraph and Telegram.
Well, they're the Cody Reads copy this week, but
Well, what's up with Cody first? Cody, you got anything going on?
I'm chilling. I did cool things. I did. Rem saw it earlier. I went to like a Bellingraph like light show in the gardens. That was nice. And it was cool. It had sea creatures, it had flowers, and it had like Chinese like astrological light up shit. And I took pictures with Mara. Shit was great. They had duck dumplings. I ate that.
Whoa.
I ate that so hard.
Nice.
Like
Mhm.
made of duck?
the duck dumpling.
A dumpling that they stuffed duck into with cheeses. Also bacon. There was bacon. 2 animals died for that dumpling. That's a lot of death in one bite.
Isn't there a fancy word for duck? Like deer venison kind of a thing? I thought there's a fancy word for it.
L'orange.
Duck d'orange.
No, that's orange
I don't
in
know.
French. That's what I just said.
There's foie gras, which is goose, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, there's
maybe
no
that's what I'm
fancy
thinking
word.
of.
You're thinking of coq.
Le coq.
No, coq's chicken. Never mind.
Either that or turducken.
Coq
No,
au
that's
vin.
cool. That's really cool, Cody. Where do you do that at? Is that like a thing you can find elsewhere?
I don't know if it's elsewhere. You know what? I think it might be elsewhere because it looked like some of the exhibits traveled a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I could see like the seams and the nuts and bolts assembled, but it's not there most of the time. So that makes me to believe it's elsewhere. But yeah, it was a grand old night. We bought
Canard, by the way.
plants. Canard, yeah, that's French, and then that canard is French for duck, and then Spanish is pato. I know duck.
Viejo.
Languages is pato. Yeah, I did that for the mayor. That was great. And then I'm blessed with Food Truck Fridays. I put I this fucking crazy food just in a parking lot, and it's ridiculous. It's on my Twitter feed right now. It was just it was a well structurally integritous. I don't even know if that's the word.
Integritous.
Perfect bacon cheeseburger with loaded fries and Kool-Aid with pineapple chunks. It was just insane thing to do to burger and fries. But
And
I
Kool-Aid.
appreciate it. Yeah, the Kool-Aid. She was like, you can get soda or you can get Kool-Aid. And I was like, bitch, I'm getting Kool-Aid. Soda all over the place. You know what I mean? And I'm like, they're the same price. And she's like, yep. And it came in like your own fillable, like Capri Sun usable pouch, and it was horrible for the environment, and it tasted that much better because of it.
Hell yeah. Don't worry about the environment. The magnetic poles are
America.
shifting. America.
Yeah, we're all gonna
Nice.
die anyway.
Mhm.
Sounds
I'm
awesome, Chloe.
proud to be an American.
You may as well
we'll
have
nuke the
Kool-Aid on the way
poles.
down.
Yeah, let's nuke the polls. Hashtag nuke the polls. That's my solution.
All right.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, that's probably the last Red 40 I'm probably ever like gonna drink.
Oh yeah, that's all changing.
While I was going down, RFK was like over my shoulder, like, bitch, yeah, drink that. I'm like, I'm gonna drink. But yeah, Red 40, huh? Kids are just gonna grow up with like bland colored drinks.
They're gonna grow up healthy.
Yeah.
God
Well,
bless.
that's what-
Yeah, with the lead poisoning department being all fired and nobody being able to test.
Shut the fuck up, Randy.
Don't forget the
Asshole.
microplastics.
Yeah, I've been eating way too much lead without those guys overseeing my diet.
Hey Randy, why don't you shut the fuck up and go believe in God, bitch?
Oh yeah,
With
I'm
the
going
next-
to church.
With the
I'm
next
getting
nasty,
baptized again.
nasty, you know.
Going for the
Lead.
baker's dozen.
24.
We had lead, we had asbestos. We got microplastics now. So I'm like, whoa, what's it going to be in like 5-10 years from now?
Some
Yeah.
stupid bullshit. Yeah, well, yeah, we're not gonna have 5-10 years from now.
Well,
Yeah,
Randy's
I've already got ChatGPT telling me how it's going to take over by making everyone emotionally dependent on it.
well, the whole thing is it's that what was that? I was talking to my buddy the other day about how he I guess it's a comedian that he was talking about where the guy says, yeah, I just keep myself healthy enough to be able to keep drinking. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, keep yourself healthy enough that you don't feel bad about drinking. And so it's essentially what's happening with all these things where they find the ingredients in the food or the whatever and say, microplastics and whatnot. And they're like filtering all those out so they can then synthesize all the things that harm you, say marijuana. So it counterbalances itself. So you just like extra harm yourself by filtering out all the other things.
Yeah, my brain doesn't
Harmful.
work anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give some advice, boys.
Oh, okay.
I like
Oh,
it.
wrong button.
You want segments? We've got segments. It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
All right. You know it. You love it. It's this segment. We read things. We think things. It's a grand old time. Number 1. G'day, mates. I recently went to a footy match with this bloke from work. Midway through the match, he went to use the dunny. Now, what do you reckon he did? An hour later, I find the fella pissed in the back of a booze bus. Turns out he got himself in a bit of trouble with the coppers and has been in the slammer for a few days. Must have done something more than being pissed in public. Work has been wondering about his absence. Do yous reckon I should tell my boss or bail his wanker out of jail?
Is that from Maddie?
Perhaps he.
Perhaps he. Oh, boy.
Perhaps he's.
Damn, Maddie, you live an interesting life, brother.
Now, footy match, huh?
Yeah. I recently toured a jail.
Mm-hmm. How'd you like it?
Yeah. It was interesting for the grand jury. And they spend a lot of money on people in jails.
They do?
Yeah,
So,
that's what
so
execution.
what is that, Randy? They're like, before you make a decision, we're going to have you tour the jail so that you know that if you find them guilty, you understand where you're sending them.
This is gonna be
What is this?
So with the grand jury, I had to go every 2 weeks for 3 months, and I vote on all the felony cases to see if they move to trial. And my last duty was to inspect the jail for the judge. So
Duty.
What?
activities.
That's interesting.
it took an
All right.
hour.
So, what was
I
the,
got to vote on a murder trial though.
what's the question here?
Tell the
bail
boss.
this guy out or tell his boss.
We're
Nobody
friends
should
with the
be
guy.
arrested.
No,
Yeah.
lots of people should be arrested, Randy. Okay, lots of
I
people.
don't believe in free will, Rim.
You should bail your friend out. If he's not your friend, tell his boss. But if he's your friend, bail him out. He'll pay you back. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, bloke from work, that counts. That's a deep enough.
He has a job
Yeah.
at least.
Maybe he'll let
As,
you fuck
as
his
long
wife.
as he's your coworker and not your boss or anything like that.
If he's your boss, definitely bail him out.
Well, okay.
Yeah, no, but if he's a coworker and you bail him out and you do him a solid, it's kind of like he owes you a solid, which might come back to help you out.
You get arrested yourself and then make him get you when the bail's higher.
Yeah.
Just have sex with his wife.
Yeah.
While he's being helped.
Hey, bloke, I've bailed you out of jail. It's yeah, I'm offended I was your wife. It's only fair.
Motley's looking really good. All right, what's the next question?
Number 2. Dear TRDS, I may have taken things a little too far for the past few years. I've consistently stolen merchandise from a popular retailer. Due to ongoing litigation, I'm unable to provide the name, but suffice to say its logo is very circular and something to be aimed at. What happened is I went to great lengths to have a barcode tattooed on my wrist, so when I wanted, instead of scanning the expensive item, my wrist tattoo would register and I'd be charged for a greeting card.
Brilliant.
This has worked for years. Apparently, this company kept a tally of my false purchases and claim I've stolen $7,000 from them. Any advice on what argument I can make to get out of this in court? Don't steal. Stop doing that.
Ask for proof. I bet you they don't have any.
They have easily searchable proof. They just have to look up how many fucking what was it? Gift cards.
You know what? Just tell them that you're not here legally.
Greeting
they'll leave you alone.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they'll
that will
deport
get you
you.
in El Salvador in 30 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bunch of white people will show up and protest on your behalf, so you'll be
Plain
fine.
insanity.
Listen, the tattoo on the wrist, that's a dead giveaway. You better get the best deal you can. Admit to it.
As a matter of fact, this writing into us has damned you.
Could you, tattoo removal might be step number 1 instead of writing into a podcast.
Yeah. Or get the tattoo made into something else, like the picture of Ray.
Yeah.
You never know how those barcodes work. Like 2 extra like little squigglies can be like, entirely different item.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, who are these people? What are these these listeners are crazy. Who are these people and the situations they get themselves into?
Who are these people?
But I would say insanity, complete insanity. I don't know how you do it. Maybe
the tattoo told me.
You might have to. I'm sure there's lawyers out there that could tell you the level of insanity. It's okay. Tropic Thunder as your benchmark.
Go on.
Don't go full retard. Okay.
Never go.
Don't go full insane. So there's a certain there's a lawyer out there, I'm sure, that has almost like a script of how to act in a short period of time. So you're only in the loony bin for a short period of time. Like a week. Like they can get you thrown in there for a week and then you get on good behavior kind of a thing. Something like that. There's got to be something.
As a frequent flyer at the loony bin, Ray. They don't call it that anymore.
What do they call it?
Psych ward.
We just call it behavioral health units, BHUs.
I like loony bin.
But yeah.
Cool.
Whatever.
Next question.
Gotta be way out.
Dear TRDS, I recently had a change of address, at which time I notified the post office and set up mail forwarding. After a couple weeks, I found it strange I wasn't receiving mail, not even the dreaded junk mail. Come to find out, the cluster box unit was misabled by the incompetent fools at the USPS. I've now got late charges for bills, missed packages, etc. Can I get USPS to pay for the late charges due to their screw up? Is there an alternative to USPS? Can we petition Doge to look into them next? Janelle. No.
Yeah,
No, and yes.
No.
No, yes.
No. Explain the no, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to get a refund.
Because it's the government.
Right. You're not going to get a refund.
Accountability.
There's no accountability in the post office. And what was the second question? I'm sorry. Refund.
Alternative.
Oh,
is
no.
there an alternative?
There's no alternative. Oh,
not for the last leg.
Get your own PO box or get put up. See if you can get your own mailbox. But no. And then should Doge look into it? My uninformed opinion says yeah.
completely uninformed. That's,
No,
I mean,
yeah.
that's all of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we just see
I'd
what we
work
see
for
on the
Doge
news.
if they called me just to
Would
take
you?
them down.
What's that
What
noise?
did you do for Doge?
The in-laws are showing up to pick up their dog that we're watching. Sorry.
God, it just sounds like a fucking party over there.
Dude. That's why I want to get a new microphone, just so you guys don't have to hear all the fucking circuits, dude. My place is like Huel's. When Huel had drunken people, like drunken homeless people randomly showing up, but mine's just like people that I know that, it's not near as exciting. It's just people showing up.
Old Jamers. Wasn't that
Old Jakers, old Jakers.
Something like that.
Oh, good stuff.
He just showed up and was talking about how great Huel was.
It's crazy.
They ride again. Storm Ride rides again.
Like a different world back then. All right. Thank you all for your questions. What do we got next, Randy?
Oh, we've got a new segment. Are you ready for this,
I
guys?
can tell because it says mysteriously new segment without anything.
In a world where there's a podcast and we're doing one, here's a segment.
Or maybe Jules or not. Maybe.
All right, take it away, Ray.
Spookums.
I don't know who's making these bumpers, but they're really good. That's
awesome. Yeah. Right. Make sure you explain the segment here.
So the segment is called Jules or Not, which is former co-host. Is that fair enough to say? Of Thor Think Tank. Yeah, and former best friend of
former
Rinder.
Lover.
Yes, lover, of course. And I can't believe you're such a homewrecker.
Oh.
But basically, we're going to read a tweet, and we're going to decide, is it Jules or not?
Okay. All right. I like it. Now, I haven't been on Jules' Twitter forever, so I have no idea.
So I've got a bunch of them. We'll just do two tonight. You've seen these. We tested these, but you don't know the answer. So they might sound a little familiar, but I think it's fair to say that only because you've seen these because I've shown them to you semi-recently in case it feels like a deep dive. This is like, so
it'll all work out.
But I want to point that out just so you don't say, oh, that's familiar, therefore it must be Jules. Just
got it.
Trying to play fair game. So here's tweet number 1. My cat just stared at me for 5 minutes while I was trying to eat, then leaped onto the counter and grabbed a piece of my sandwich. I'm not sure what's going on. End tweet.
I want to say, yeah, she has that stupid cat that she's always with, but I think that's too obvious. Whatever the fuck its name is, I don't fucking know. Ugly. I'm gonna say because this is too obvious. So I'm gonna say not Jules.
I'm gonna say Jules.
Do you
know this person?
Cody's like, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'll say that's in line with Jules. That is true.
It is not Jules. And
damn it,
for what it's worth, usually when she tweets about the cats, she names Garrus. Just a point.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, we'll do 2, and then we'll move on. I'll keep the list going. I have more, but we'll just do 2 for tonight. Number 2, and this is regarding the most recent presidential election. Just a little bit of context.
Which one was it? Oh, okay.
I just want to say most recent, not of even further back, because obviously could be. Really seems that being a singularly worthless man is still a major advantage over being an exceptionally impressive woman.
Yep.
Well, that's
Jules. Well, Jules, because she's throwing the shade in there.
It's either Jules or Gloria Allred.
One or the other. Definitively down to 2 people of all the people on Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you care to take a guess, Cody?
It sounds like the person we've been describing?
It is not Jules.
I'm so bad at this.
I know. I've done two no first. Sorry, I felt like I didn't want to give you guys.
That's a good way to
make it too
open
easy.
because usually, like,
It's a good game.
Yeah.
We
got plenty more.
Two falses.
We got plenty more. Yeah.
If we had all guessed that because it's obvious, that would have sucked. So I'm glad. I'm excited for next week.
Yeah,
this is a good
definitely
micro
better than
segment. I like the lightning segment aspect.
Well, are you ready for a longer segment, Cody?
Nope. Okay. Hey, Rich Dickman listeners. It's your favorite snack scarf and sidekick, Cody, here to remind you about Gordon fish fillets. You know, nothing says I've given up on cooking but still respect myself enough. Quite like popping these golden crispy rectangles of oceanic mystery into your oven. Gorton's has been tricking people into thinking frozen fish can actually taste good for 100 years. And let me tell you, they've almost perfected it. It's seafood that says, I care, but not that much. So, next time your stomach grumbles louder than Rem's incessant complaining, grab yourself a box of Gorton fish fillets. Pair it with some tartar sauce and a lukewarm beer and a side of existential dread, and you've got yourself a dinner worthy of a podcast superstar, or at least worthy of me. Gorton's fish fillets. Trust the Gorton fisherman, because who else are you going to trust? Randy's cooking tips? No, exactly.
All
Gorton.
right.
Gorton, huh?
Beautiful.
Bills.
Gorton.
I mean, they give us six figures just to read that. I mean, why would you?
That's crazy.
You know,
That's a shitty ad.
6 figures in Chinese yuan.
Their whole budget went to paying us, not to writing a good copy.
Yeah.
Great job, Cody. Something
Thank
amazing.
you.
All right.
It's because Cody's so good at reading it that I would pay six figures for him to read a lot of things that I write.
Woohoo! Man, we have some good ones this week. Are you ready for some dicks of the week?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ready for so many
now
dicks.
time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here's our first nominee.
Your first dick of the week. Number 1, university student rescued twice from Mount Fuji twice in 1 week.
That's redundant.
Yeah.
It was 4 times?
The story involves 27-year-old Chinese university student living in Japan who was rescued twice from Mount Fuji within a week. Initially, he was airlifted from the mountain after suffering from altitude sickness or losing his crampons. As reported by multiple sources, including The Guardian, ABC News, despite the first rescue, he returned to the mountain to retrieve his mobile phone, leading to a second rescue on April 26, 2025, when he was found suffering from altitude sickness again. Oh, man, that's embarrassing.
Okay, I had to Google what crampons are. It's hiking gear. Yeah, I didn't realize that. For some reason, I thought it was I don't know, like saying
tampons that make you cramp worse.
Yeah, something. I thought it was.
Those are the
I thought somebody was throwing some massive shade at him. But yeah, that would suck if you lost your crampons.
Yeah. This man's losing things all up and down the mountain.
Man, and he lost his phone.
Mm-hmm.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
I wonder if he get higher the second time, or did he not make it as high? Like, I'm curious. That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's never as good as your first time.
Right.
I appreciate the stick-to-itiveness. I'll put it that way.
Fuck this guy. All right, next one.
Woman arrested for vandalizing Colorado Tesla dealership with Molotov cocktails. Is that vandalism at that point? Lucy Grace Nelson, a woman suspected in multiple vandalism incidents at a Tesla dealership in Loveland, Colorado, was arrested and charged with using Molotov cocktails, as detailed in AP News and CNN. The vandalism included throwing incendiary devices at vehicles, spray painting Nazi cars on the building, and leaving messages directed at Elon Musk occurring
People are
over
fucking
several
crazy.
weeks.
Jesus. I saw a Tesla on the road the other day that had a Biden-Harris sticker on it.
Mm-hmm.
A Biden or Harris-Waltz, whatever the fuck, whatever it was.
Well, they did that switcheroo right in the middle, so I get why you're confused.
It's you think it would stop after seeing the first three people come up on the Tesla camera as they're like keying the car, but yet these idiots continued to key these cars, even though there's cameras everywhere. Fuck this lady.
No kidding. Well, I always say first things first. Like, honestly, Elon hasn't changed. This is par for the course. So kind of like jokes on you guys that all of a sudden you're like, oh, now I don't like him. It's like, it's not like he all of a sudden he reversed course. Like, you guys are dumb. You guys are dumb.
See, Ray, you don't believe in a simulation. This is clearly a program.
Yeah, humanity.
I see that.
Yeah, look at Randy and Cody. Look how quiet they are. They disagree with us. They want more Tesla dealerships damaged and more people dead.
No, that's not true. I don't want Tesla. I think burning electric cars is really stupid because it's a Category 3 fire.
Well, yeah,
Those things
you
burn.
can't put them out. I know, right?
Them's flammable cars. Huh.
Yeah.
Also, listen, my in-laws can probably hear me through the wall right now because we can hear them, and they drive a Tesla, but they're fine. They're fine. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
But most Tesla drivers, I swear to fucking God, are the worst. It's almost as if I swear they all have or think they have the self-driving capabilities. And so they kind of just do the thing where they're like, I'm looking at the screen, not at my surroundings, and I'm just going to merge and it's going to be fine. Well, sometimes you're doing 55 into 70 on the freeway, merging behind that on the two lanes you're behind the semi, and now you're cutting me off doing 80. That's really dangerous if you look in your fucking side view mirror. You're a fucking moron. Like, but your car thinks it's something like that. I swear to God, they merge it like the dumbest. It's autopilot. It's literally AI being stupid kind of merging.
Yeah,
all the time.
Well, they're getting full self-driving next month, Ray, or in June. Sorry. So,
hey, Randy.
Well, I do. My in-laws do have the self-driving. I don't know exactly how it works, but they were smart because and I respect the hell out of this. They like to go drinking, so it's kind of like
It would be funny if we were doing the Mr.
Yeah.
Porno Man segment while Ray's in-laws were there.
We can. I got so many of those, or Mr. Porno Man has so many of those in the back burner.
We'll have to bring it back for 300.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, he's
next one.
Finally beat me.
Historic Philly synagogue targeted by multiple vandalism incidents. Congregation Mikveh Israel, a historic synagogue in Philadelphia, established in 1740, faced multiple vandalism incidents within 24 hours, as detailed in NBC Philadelphia and CBS Philadelphia. These included a man writing profanities on a statue, an arson attempt with a dumpster fire damaging a window, and attempted break-in, all investigated as potential hate crimes. No arrests were made at this time, but the incidents show a pattern of anti-Semitic vandalism, with Rabbi Yosef Zerenkian noting the intent to intimidate.
Man, that's dickish behavior.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Well, we got to deliberate this time before I hit the "we've deliberated" button.
Okay. Cody, what are you thinking?
Okay, this Fuji guy is a bitch. Moving on. This woman is an idiot arsonist. Moving on. Somebody's an anti-Semite. No. Firebombing a lithium fire seems pretty bad.
Okay. All right. Fair play.
I think more lives were endangered by the Fuji guy, so I'm going with that.
Of the what? The rescuers doing this shit twice?
Yeah, because
they train for that
off
shit.
season. It's the off season.
Oh, they got the B team doing helicopter rescues. Okay,
it's good training. He's helping them do the training for the beat squad.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna vote for the mentally ill, definitely ugly liberal woman who's our bombing cars.
Say her name. No, don't.
Reported. Those are reported facts. Not reading between the lines. Reported facts.
She should take a bath with a toaster.
Hey, careful! You might get banned from this podcast and Twitter for saying. So I'd say the Fuji guy, I'm missing the information on if he got further the second time, which I don't know. I'd give him a little bit of, I appreciate the grit trying to go for it. But the other two, terrible, but it's so misguided by lady number 2. That's dick. That's a dick.
Yeah.
After much
Number 2.
deliberation,
I feel like we need that lithium. You know what I mean? Like we're running out of it.
Yeah.
That this
For, like,
week's Dick
stuff.
of the Week award
We just found a
goes
bunch in
to-
a lake in Southern California. We're fine.
Mentally ill, definitely ugly liberal woman. You're the dick of the week.
Lucy Grace Nelson, you're the dick of the week.
That real person, you real person.
You know what? How about this? I know we're about to get into the Dickman dilemmas, but I'm going to make one up. What if Rem, mentally ill, liberal woman, but looks like
Mentally ill, definitely ugly.
it definitely no, not the ugly part.
oh.
I was going to say Anna de Armas or something like that, but
Dilemma,
whatever.
Sorry.
Yeah, but like say it's everything about that lady except the ugly part. Say it's Pamela Anderson.
Okay.
Looks. Would you still have sex with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
If she looked like Pamela Anderson, of course.
All right.
Wait.
I just had
Yeah.
to check. Just had to check.
Pamela Anderson in Barbed Wire or Pamela Anderson now?
Both. Does it make a difference?
Yeah.
You have to have them both at the
How
same
much
time.
of a difference?
Both at the same time, no problem. Because I still get
Okay,
Barbed Wire
okay.
Pamela Anderson.
Yeah. Just do a little heat check. Just gotta do a little heat check. Just see where.
All right. Where'd Cody go?
I have no idea.
He's got to read the Dickman dilemmas.
I mean,
Yeah, nobody else can do it. So I guess we'll just sit here in silence. Till he comes back.
We can edit that out or leave it in. 17 minutes of silence. I'm
Did
good
he
with
text
that.
anybody?
No. Nope.
Usually he excuses himself when he has to step up to go pee-pee.
Yeah, he must have really had to go pee-pee. Or maybe something's on fire. Oh,
Oh, he just heard himself. There he is. All right.
we were
Tiny
quiet the whole
Asian
time.
bladder.
Pamela Anderson walked by. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Now
You gotta-
for everyone's favorite bumper.
Oh, no. Please, no.
the
Dad.
seas of bitch beware. Hey, oh, Dickman stare. Like decision sing complete.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, oh. You can probably like loop this
Fuck you, Randy.
if we ever needed like a
God.
roll me right back screen.
Okay, I've got it. Here's another rapid fire Dickman dilemma for you, Rem. Would you rather have the new Jules or Not bumper or a new Dickman Dilemmas bumper? If it was one or the other.
I would need a new dilemmas bumper because I know you would like,
Okay.
like the other one. All right.
All right, take over, Cody. Take over. Get us back on track.
Certainly. We got number 1 from Svensson. Dilemma.
Oh.
For $10 million, would you be put in a room with a monkey carrying a loaded gun for 10 minutes or strip down to your underwear and have steak sauce poured all over you, your body, and have a lion lick it off you clean?
Hold on. I get $10 million for either one of these.
Yes.
Then the lion licks it off me clean.
Yeah, but it could bite you.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
thinking
right.
there's no safety in either. You know what I mean? Like the lion
Yeah,
will
you
lick it
gotta
off
remove
of
the
you
clean part.
clean, and then something else might happen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
No implied safety, I think.
Monkey with a loaded gun, or okay, I'm gonna do the steak sauce because there's no way the lion likes the steak sauce.
Okay. I'm going to do the monkey carrying the loaded gun, but I'll turn the safety on.
Maybe for the monkey.
Have you guys seen the new Planet of the Apes movies? Like, watch any
Yeah.
of those ones?
Not the last one, but I've seen the first 3.
What was the one? Was it the first or second one where they're like in, was it San Francisco or whatever? Anyway,
Yeah.
the city, and they come in, but the monkeys get in and they actually grab the guns, and the guys were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey!"
Second one.
That scene comes to mind.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like this is a regs monkey, and the thing is, I feel like a regs. What is it? Well, it doesn't say what kind of monkey. I'm assuming a chimpanzee or something like that. A regular chimpanzee can kill you without the gun. So I'm thinking like the fact that there's a gun included with number one gives me a chance to survive. And also
Maybe
it's
the monkey shoots itself.
that could happen. I could get the gun somehow. The monkey can just fuck with the gun for 10 minutes and everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Why do you guys think the lion is going to lap up the A1 steak sauce and be happy with it? It's just
I don't. I'm going to go for the. I'm going for.
It'll be unhappy and make a meal of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I would be repulsive with all that shit on me.
So that's like a legit thing. I mean, that was the instant response is lions don't have the taste receptors. They don't like sugar. That's the main ingredient, like barbecue sauce, steak sauce, or whatever, is sugar.
Yeah,
they don't
could take more than 10
the
minutes.
lion doesn't care.
Thinking.
The lion
you know
doesn't
what
care.
I mean?
You do it with a lion. Now, listen, a lion could they could maul you way quicker than any monkey. But listen, we've recently fought and defeated pelicans. So I think that the next logical step is to start fighting monkeys. And honestly, they might be a little too easy. You give them a little bit more of an advantage and you give them a gun. That's fine. I think I'm good with that. The gun, the monkey with a gun. No, but for real, it's the lion. It's the lion. They don't care. You don't taste better.
Nope. All right, next one.
The puppy orphanage ultimatum dilemma. You can have $5 million right now, but you must personally demolish a beloved puppy orphanage on live TV or decline and never make over minimum wage again. Okay, hold on.
I'm taking the money.
$1 million.
Yeah,
if
puppies.
you demolish a beloved puppy orphanage on live TV, or we can say no to that and we never make above minimum wage again. Minimum wage sucks. I feel like I'd do the first thing even if $5 million wasn't on the line. You know what I mean? It's like, I need to make above minimum wage when I work.
$5 million is a lot of money. Fuck puppies. Who cares?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
listen,
$5 million.
Loophole. It doesn't say the puppies
right?
are in the orphanage. Loophole. You demolish it. You spend, I don't know, $1 million of your $5 million rebuilding it, and not only did you get $5 million, you still have $4 million, but you're a fucking legend. I mean, easy.
Yeah, you got to find a dilapidated puppy orphanage and remodel it.
That's not hard. They're all dilapidated. I told you about the fucking vet I went to. Fuck those guys. They're all worthless. You could rebuild them for like 10 grand.
Yeah, it's all particle board and scotch tape.
Yep.
I can't commit violence towards another orphan.
Also would.
So I'm getting minimum wage.
Okay. Fair.
Okay.
You know what, Randy? I'll give you half of my $5 million.
Oh, thank you.
But you're still stuck at under minimum wage.
I'm not giving you shit.
If you help me press the button.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Next one.
The grandma time travel trap dilemma. Go back in time to meet your beloved grandma, but accidentally erase your own existence. Do you risk the journey? No.
Say that one again. I'm sorry.
Go back in time to meet your beloved grandma, but accidentally erase your own existence. Do you risk the journey?
No.
So I can see my grandma who's still alive. You know what? She's not my beloved grandma, though. Okay. So this is the dead grandma. No, I'm not.
It's like too obvious. Are we missing something? Like,
go back in time to meet, but accident. Where's the or? Okay,
it's probably supposed to be
or not.
It's probably supposed to be something like you go back in time and accidentally have sex with your grandma and risk your existence.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
No, I don't know what this is doing.
Yeah,
it's not very well written. I'll yell at
this is written by somebody who loves their grandma too much.
Yeah.
Fucking Jeff. I meant to fire him the last two.
It almost sounds like the Back to the Future thing where like he goes, Marty McFly meets his mom, right? And almost falls in love, kind of, you know?
I think this is trying to say, but risk accidentally erasing your own existence. Because if, you know what I mean? Because if it's like, oh, you will accidentally erase your own existence after this, it's kind of like, oh.
No, but there's got to be more to it. Because right now it's like, just meet her. It's like, listen, you're not going to would I risk my own existence just to meet somebody? No.
Well, I think
Nah.
that's like the butterfly time travel effect. Like, would you say hi to a beloved, grandma of yours if it might Marty McFly you?
Yeah.
No.
Either way, that one, obviously the interns need to be fired because it also goes from 1, 2, 3 to 5 to 5. So these interns really have some
Yeah, I
work
tried
to do.
to fix it and it went.
Which, that's fine. They're interns. That's why we're gonna
They're
Lewis,
interns, they struggle with
Randy, you get to pull out your Lewis lit and just light those motherfuckers up and
Yeah,
Fire
they're gonna
'em.
get
Fire
lit
'em.
the fuck
Yep.
up.
Yeah. All right, we got one more for those.
You got lit up.
The dictator
Dude.
for a day dilemma. You become a dictator of America for 24 hours and can pass any law. But at the day's end, you're publicly executed. Do you seize power? I mean, can I outlaw public executions or being, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the dictatorship comes with any law means I make myself all powerful and above the law.
Yeah, you got a
that's
loophole
like,
there.
yeah, that's like the genie that says you got 3 wishes and one of your wishes is for like 1 million more wishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Right.
Or you do something insane, like you say, like in America, an hour lasts 37 years, and then you're just fine.
That's smart too. Yeah, this one gives you too much power to get out of it. So
my only thing is this:
All right.
it says law, not laws, and therefore, like if I had one law, no, not worth it. Now, if you had infinite and you actually could plan ahead, maybe you could make a difference. That's it.
You just make one huge law with a bunch of like ampersands and M dashes.
Oh, there you go. Yep. There's
Run on sentence.
maybe need more information. It's a little
I'd
unfair.
do it, and I would found a digital republic.
A technocrat.
What is a digital republic?
Please, Ray,
It's a republic ran by
Come
a
on, Ray.
decentralized autonomous organization.
Is it like Roblox?
not you too, Cody. Stop it.
Minecraft. We just live in Minecraft.
Pretty much.
It's like Ready Player One in Minecraft.
I like this.
Hey, Ray, let me ask
All
you
right.
a question.
Yeah. Next. Yeah.
What would Jesus draw?
Oh,
I swear to God. Listen, Rem has been fucking anxious from the get-go. Like, I logged in at 7:03, and I swear he's literally like, "Well, I'm not hosting. What would Jesus draw? We're gonna fucking push this motherfucker forward. I don't care. I don't care if we get there at 7:36. We're getting. Let's go. That's your Randy. That's your.
All week, I've been waiting.
OMG, I love art.
Do you love Chat GPT?
Oh my God, I love AI.
Do you love Jesus?
OMG, I love our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Then boy, have
Jesus
we got
Christ.
a segment for you.
What would Jesus draw? All right. This is the segment where what?
How do I watch a stream? Did you start it?
Oh, I'll start the stream. I didn't know I was starting the stream because it's in the notes. But 1 second.
Oh, it's in the notes. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Yeah, I'll start a stream.
No need to. If it's in the notes, I get it. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Okay, I'll go back to the notes. So Ray won last time, and he made. We're trying a little different of a format. We made the images ahead of time, and I'm going to read you the prompts that we made because we were trying to make them more detailed and more accurate. So Ray gave us the theme early.
People loved when we stumbled through this live on the recording.
Yeah. We got a
Primary
lot of great
feedback,
feedback
5 stars.
from that, but
A lot of 5
Martin
stars.
Scorsese called us up on the red phone and said, maybe you should build this beforehand. And we just listened to him because he's Scorsese.
Yeah. So
Also,
this week,
Did we lose Rem? Did we lose Rem?
No, I'm here.
It's like
Oh, you're
okay.
frozen on my end.
I'm looking at these.
Okay. Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Proceed.
All right. So Jesus Christ of Nazareth doing an outdoor sport in the spring.
That was the theme selected.
Yep. So Randy, what I went with was a hyper realistic digital painting in 16:9 format, capturing Jesus Christ of Nazareth midair during an intense ultimate frisbee match on a university quad. Jesus with a glowing halo above his head and robes billowing behind him dives with perfect athleticism or
Randy,
athletic form. Yeah.
What's the short?
we don't need. Yeah, we just need the first sentence.
What was the
or two.
original prompt?
Okay. Yeah, it's Jesus playing ultimate frisbee. But I was wanting to get the details because it really nailed the details.
Wow, I like the action on the mud patch. That's great.
That's
He's going through a puddle and kicking up shit.
And he's got the Sin Squad, and there's an angel in the background playing the trumpet.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
Yeah. What style would you say this is, Rem? It looks Norman Rockwell to me.
Sorry, I'm looking at this on my phone. I'm having a hard time. But yeah, I think we did Norman Rockwell. It's got Jesus Halo. There's just kicking up mud, playing ultimate
Oil
frisbee.
painting.
The frisbee says the disciples. It's on fire. That's pretty
You
sweet.
could probably say episode 298 on that if you wanted to use a thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good.
He's got 5 fingers. Do they all look?
No, the fingers are fucked.
Something.
The thumb's a forefinger,
Thumb's
but
too long. Thumb's too long.
yeah.
You can't have everything, guys.
It's got monkey thumb.
Oh, yeah, with a gun.
Yep.
All right, so that's that
pretty
one.
Yeah,
What's
it's
going on?
solid. It's solid. It's solid.
Okay, Ray's was pretty nuts. So,
Oh no.
it's a Jesus Christ of Nazareth set on Cooper's Hill in Gloucestershire during a cheese rolling contest. Fuck you,
Gloucestershire?
or whoever thinks that.
I did that by accident. I'm sorry.
Gloucestershire?
Oh, okay. In the foreground,
Gloucestershire?
Jesus Christ of Nazareth is mid-sprint, rose billowing. Anyways, there's a giant wheel of cheese going down the hill. Here's the important thing. Girl Scouts with cookies and a Star Wars crowd cosplaying Stormtroopers, Jedis, Wookiees, and Sith Lords. And a sign that says, "May the cheese be with you. The sky is bright and have floating droids."
There's a Wookiee back there.
Do you guys know about the cheese rolling? The cheese rolling event.
Love cheese rolling.
Yeah, okay. That's what it was. Yeah, just cheese rolling.
That's amazing.
That's a
but
good
with Girl Scouts and cosplaying Star Wars in the background.
That's fantastic. All right.
All
I love
right,
it.
aren't these so good? We're gonna have a hell of a time. All right, Cody. Cody wanted Jesus playing golf with Moses, holding a 9-iron.
That's fucking funny. Oh shit, that's funny.
A few disciples from the cart observe up the hill, holding beers and scorecards. You can see it in the background.
We got Jesus walking on his water hazard and Moses laughing at him like a noob.
Oh my god.
It says, "What would Jesus draw?" This is a perfect image for the website, whatwouldjesusdraw.com.
Yes, and Randy used a little bit of intern magic to make this come off as an old-timey vintage golf magazine ad. So that's the vibe
Yeah.
it's giving.
This is amazing.
That's fucking funny.
There's a golf cart back there.
It does look like he's holding the club backwards, but he's
Listen,
our Lord and
Moses-
Savior.
Moses is holding a scorecard, so I forgive the club.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And a cane.
Yeah, Moses has his staff, and I'm just imagining him like chipping out of a sand hazard with it.
That's
He's got a hell of a grin on his face. Jesus looks so focused.
You know,
Listen.
Moses would just split the water hazard.
Randy. This needs to be on lots of items at the store. What would
Oh
jesusdraw.com?
my goodness. Tell me about it. Like I'm the guy that plays up to multiple rounds of actual golf per week on average. As well as I have a golf simulator in my garage. Like if you want the tour after the show, I'll show you.
Just have a word for people like you in the
really
90s.
this really hits home. And as I think about this, it's this situation of like, oh, I hit it in the hazard. I don't really care. Part the water for me, Moses. Here I go. Perfect lie. And he doesn't even need to do that because he's still walking on the water. I love it. I love everything about it. It's beautiful. This is one of my favorite that we've ever had.
Yeah,
Thank you.
right up there. Yeah, 100%.
Thank you, Randy.
All right, we got nowhere to go but up with rims. I think rims is pretty good too. So
gonna sell
Jesus
like
Christ
hotcakes.
of Nazareth at a picnic, gently with winds to toss a lawn dart across the backyard. He wants patriotic T-shirts, the 12 disciples in Memorial Day attire, with people and women in bikinis.
So
Is that
Wow.
John
Yeah.
the Baptist on the table?
yeah, it is. So yeah, you got Jesus playing lawn darts. There's a Weber grill, 2 girls in bikinis. His disciples were partying with beer, American flags, fireworks, and there's a head on the picnic table.
That's
Is this supposed to be John the Baptist? Are you for real?
I don't know. This is what AI did.
Okay. That's if you meant that is just that's next level.
I definitely didn't say beheaded individual.
I mean, I don't,
It's got
as if I
everything
could recognize John the Baptist, but oh my God, these are incredible. I love this format's amazing. I'll just leave it at that. This is incredible.
Yeah, we have a hard task here. We're gonna have to start doing where we rank them or something like we used to do, where we would score them. I need to build.
Yeah, there was a
Listen.
rubric, right?
Look,
Yeah.
I know we want to say that these are hard to score because they look amazing, and they do. They look fantastic. What would JesusTraw.com get your hands on? But obviously, the winner here is Cody.
I do like it. I fancy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just has that it factor to it.
And again, I'll just say I'm the resident golfer here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I could have come up with something this good. The person that loved it's brilliant. That is amazing. I love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
Also, to your point, Randy, you guys ever watched The Circle on Netflix? We should that's kind of scoring system. Like blind, you rank them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
dude, have you read that book? The book's way
Interns.
better than the movie.
It's not a movie.
Or wait,
It's a,
no. Oh, I'm thinking of the movie The Circle with Tom Hanks and what's her face? Armani.
different. Yeah, we'll discuss it offline.
Oh, okay.
But no, that's I like Cody, like for real. That's perfection.
I feel like it would be good on a coffee mug.
It's the best we've had.
Thank you.
Do we take the theme now? Does Cody have to come up with the theme now?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah. I like
that helps the audience look forward to it next week instead of tuning in like, oh.
And so what we did is, while I'm trying to give you some time to think about it, Cody. What we did was, because I won last week, I did the whole group text, gave the theme individually with no intermingling of thoughts. We all individually input our things to Randy and the prompts, and this is what we got.
Yeah, and I had the interns make the prompts a little more detailed, and then we had them generate it, and I think the intern did a good job.
There was so much Anna Nicole Smith. Do you guys know who that is?
No,
No, I never heard of her.
No.
Anna Nicole Smith. Why does that ring a bell?
Sounds like she has big titties.
I want to say Jesus Christ of Nazareth peddling robes, designer robes.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At a swap meet?
No, that's too specific.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
You get to decide where and
Yeah.
You are the chooser of place and time of Jesus selling or peddling designer robe.
Okay. All right. So I'll give our prompts to Randy during the week, and we'll see what we get next week.
Please text it to me, otherwise I'm going to forget.
Okay. All right.
Pardon the puppy barking over here.
Who's puppy?
That's Zamara's in mine. That's Rudy.
You got a puppy of your own?
No, this is a 14-year-old dog that is yelling at the corner of the room for some reason. It's one of those things where it's just like, oh, does she see a ghost I can't see? Because
that's not a puppy. Do you have haunted areas down there, Cody?
We must because we're so close to like Louisiana and New Orleans, where they have all those wacky voodoo graveyards and shit.
Yeah, Andrew Jackson killed a lot of engines down there.
Randy, you can't talk.
Did I?
What? Really?
I feel like, did I tell you guys?
Phrase.
What are you trying to say, Ray?
Did I tell you guys about the last year when I was in Orlando and we were in the house that the Karen lady said was haunted?
Yeah, you did. And
I did, right?
Got all scared.
Yeah. Oh, so So tomorrow night we're flying back out to Orlando.
Oh.
It's kind of setting up to be the same thing. I'm kind of curious to see how it'll play out because honestly, it ain't fucking haunted when the fucking breaker trips. Jesus fucking Christ. But anyway, we're about to. This is year number 2. We'll see. So next Tuesday I will be in Orlando. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Same here.
Too.
Anything can happen in Orlando.
Rainey, how is it less than 90 minutes? I thought this show took forever.
Because Rem was pushing to get us to what would Jesus draw like, and didn't realize it was such a brief.
Yeah, we
already did all the legwork on the back end.
Dilemmas.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I pre-showed a little bit, and I'm, everything's off.
I mean, you could do
pre-gamed,
some.
You mean you
Dickman
old man?
deathmatch.
Is that what you meant to say?
Showed.
I'm not playing the game, Cody. This is a show.
Oh, okay.
I pre-showed.
I pre-showed my wiener, officer, Your Honor.
You son of a bitch.
Speaking of which, did you? I came across this. You guys would like this because I'm not the wrestling aficionado that you guys are. On TikTok, they were talking about. I saw some Bret Hitman Hart stuff, and they were talking about how Goldberg sucked. Not a good wrestler. Like wrestling. Like
Terrible.
Like say NCAA wrestling, if you want to call that. Like that kind of pro wrestling. Horrible. And I watched these clips of him and I was like, oh my God. When I was playing WCW versus NWO on the N64, I loved Goldberg and Goldberg spearing dudes because it was so easy. And I felt like it was overpowered. And next thing you know, I'm watching this and watching it saying like, holy fuck, this guy's terrible. He's horrible. And in my head, he was like a superstar. Your thoughts?
Oh yeah, they pushed him hard.
As someone who is also on the fringe of wrestling, sports entertainment, I agree. Like I remember Goldberg being like a huge name, and in like retrospect, I'm trying to think like, okay, wait, what did he do? What was his shtick?
He was beating guys in 2 minutes when nobody else was beating guys in 2 minutes. That's all. It was exciting.
He couldn't make a 6-minute match, right?
Right,
And
exactly.
he meant something like 6,000 because they kept inflating the number.
Did he
One knows 183.
Did he have shtick? Was he? Did he have was he the Bible verse guy with the chords?
No.
Or who was
No. That's Steve Austin.
Okay, I get them.
Goldberg had officially on record is 183. Wrestling Bios actually tracked it during the Goldberg run, and I think it's actually more than 183. I don't remember the number he came up with. Because he was tracking all the matches
That's
between.
too much.
Maybe it was less. Maybe they didn't play it too much. I can't remember now. But Goldberg's appeal was he came in and he smashed people. So then he had a match with William Regal, and nobody got the message to Regal that you need to slow down. So Regal tries actually having a match with Goldberg, and it's fucking terrible. You can see how bad Goldberg actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he ruined Bret Hart's head.
Yes, because he hit him with the stiff kick that he shouldn't have. Yeah, Goldberg. I never liked Goldberg.
Dude, the clip that I saw, maybe it was Regal. Don't quote me on it, but watching these clips, like they're throwing him against the ropes and these interactions. I was like, I no offense, I could do that better.
Yeah,
and I'm out of shape compared to those guys and everything. I was like, wow, that's embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I was like, that's not even amateur. I couldn't believe it. Anyway.
A lot of stuff was embarrassing in 2000 Nitros. Like Hulk Hogan, you could watch it and you could play a game where you could take bets on how many bumps he takes. And you set under like 2.5.
That's nuts. Well, all that to say, listen, I've long criticized pro wrestling. It's fake. We know.
It's prescripted.
We know.
It's still real. Damn it.
But there's an element of, I mean, like no matter who you are, if you're an expert at your craft, which those guys are, like watching Goldberg for 90-second TikTok, I go, you know what? It's really weird, but that 90-second TikTok made me think like, I actually respect those other guys a lot more.
Ray,
It's really weird, but like I do.
you're such a dumb asshole. I'm gonna tell you why. Pro wrestling is America's greatest art form.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I mean, it's dinner theater. It's
Hold on.
It's Shakespeare.
Art
It's
form.
It's athletics.
I mean, we got
It's
James
Paradise
Cameron in
Lost.
the movies still.
Now, American movies don't come close to what pro wrestling has become. It's a movie. It's a brand new movie every single week.
It's debatable. Only because, listen, can you tell me right now? Answer honestly. There is more good called cinema, but things to watch on TV than you have time for. The answer is yes. You can't watch.
What's watching that shit though?
Well, that's the point. Is that there's so much good stuff.
Right.
Now, to your point, it's one production company making it. I'm with you. That's honestly, I can't think of a good example right away to discount your point.
The best television show I've watched recently is a Korean show called Squid Game.
Listen, American
drama sucks.
You need to watch
British drama.
Iron Eagle, Flight of the Intruder.
Yes,
like
those
these are great.
Short Circuit 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Those are fantastic movies. I made sure to take my son on an 80s and 90s adventure when we used to make really good movies. He's still got to do Back to the Future though. But
it's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Cody, what's your favorite Back to the
generation's
Future?
fucked.
It really is. Right?
That was the first one. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for it, but like, I'm forgetting the trivia that was like that movie was half shot with a different Marty McFly
actor. Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah, Eric Spitz.
Spitz, right.
Not Spitz. Eric something.
Stoll?
Eric Estrada?
It can't be Eric Estrada. I'm gonna Google it real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll do the same thing.
Yeah, we'll vamp.
Back to the Future 2 is my favorite.
Stoltz.
The first one I saw. Eric Stoltz. Thank you, Stoltz.
Yep. And
Yeah, did I say?
that'll give you like I kind of want to like piece together and like use CGI to like map out the entire Stoltz movie just to like have a new Mandela effect.
Oh, yeah.
and I think Crispin Glover, they definitely changed his actor for part 2. But in the first movie, I think they started shooting it before Crispin Glover was signed or something.
Oh, what's that other weird trivia?
I couldn't be combining two stories.
Like, I think the other weird trivia I found out is like the end of the first movie where you see like Doc Brown all like blinged out is they shot it again for the second movie and cheaped out on the costume. So like there's a weird fracture of like, did future Doc look cool or not? And when people say like, yeah, he looked cool, they're referring to the end of the first movie. And say like, yeah, look at the costume difference. It's pretty wacky. And if you think he looked wacky, it's because you probably are recalling the second movie's beginning. Because they just had to shoot it again for some reason, and they didn't have the same costume and wardrobe budget. And it's very obvious and painful. I highly suggest you like take a look at that.
Now I'll be paying attention. Like I never even noticed.
Yeah.
All right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, great way to end the show, gentlemen.
Back to the future shit.
Well, hey Cody, let's bring this baby home.
Boosh, see ya. I never know what to do at the ass of these things.
Oh, there's a thing to read.
Now, Cody, go like this. You can read the thing. Yeah, you can read the thing.
Thing. Find the thing. Find the thing.
It's underneath.
I've read the things. Sign out.
Somebody. You can find us online at richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Click that merch tab. Get yourself some swag. Check us out on YouTube and subscribe.
Why doesn't he do this every week? Holy shit.
Thank you for listening. You can find us at richdickmanshow@gmail.com.
Whatwouljesusdraw.com.
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 Whatwouljesusdraw.com. Rich Dickman Man Show. Rich Dickman Show.
What would you
At Rich
describe that
Dickman Show.
order?
At Rem Dickman. At Cody McCann. At executive producer Randy. No. At
Randall _ Dickman.
At Ryan TRDS. At Rem Mama. And finally, call the Dickman line. Is this number still good?
My mom.
513-512-5721.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's all the things I had to read. I'm out of things to read. I guess this is the end of the show.
Ray.
I guess that's it.
See ya.
Boosh.
We're done.
Bye. That's
See
Cody.
ya. Bye. Adios.
Bye.
All right. Now we got to do some outro for a few minutes.
Oh,
I'm just gonna go hit golf balls in my garage. Terribly hit golf balls in my simulator room.
I like how this
AKA
Maltese
the
stopped
garage.
yapping at the
sorry,
end
I
of the show.
showed.
Fucking tell me about
How
it.
about
These
those
goddamn
Jesus
dogs.
hearts?
Amazing.
They're sweet, sweet art.
That worked out so well. I love it.
We gotta start plugging what would Jesus trust in the beginning of the show. Like we're just gonna let it drip.
None of those.
Yeah, you know what I found out the other day?
What was that?
The server for that's like $44 a month.
Oh
I
shit!
thought it was 12.
Shut it down. Shut it fucking
No,
down.
I'm gonna keep it running. I worked too hard on it. We'll get a sale eventually. It'll
Yeah.
pay for itself one day.
One day.
But we haven't.
Oh, we sold, dude. I mean, for real. There's so much income. It's totally fine.
It's
Yeah.
totally fine.
So many zeros everywhere.
Welcome to the deep dive. We're digging through our recent recordings, pulling out the best stuff for you.
Yeah, basically filtering through everything to find those, moments that really stand out. The good bits.
Okay, let's start with some updates. Randy's got he's got a goat now.
A goat? Seriously, where did that come from?
Impulse buy, apparently. Trade days find. Cost him $125.
Wow, okay. How's goat ownership treating him?
Well, there's the feed, right? Like 50-pound bags from Royal King, $18 a pop.
Mm-hmm.
And dealing with it in the rain, bringing it inside sometimes. And apparently there have been little accidents, little pallets, he called them.
Huh. Yeah, I can imagine. Not quite like having a dog, is it?
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Randy's weight loss. He's still on that journey.
Great. How's he doing this week? I remember the predictions.
Last week was 393.4 pounds. Cody guessed no change. Ray went for 384.1. You guessed 387.7.
Okay, drum roll.
Actual weight. 384.9 pounds.
Wow, that's fantastic. Almost hit Ray's number. That's a really solid loss.
Yeah, nearly 9 pounds. It's significant. He's on that all liquid diet. Remember?
Right, for the upcoming surgery,
Yeah.
the gastric bypass.
Exactly. And the conversation went to some weird places after that. Talking about like donating excess skin.
Oh.
Yeah. And some creative ideas for what to do with it, like a flesh boa or feeding it to the goat.
Good grief. Okay. Well, processing big changes leads to interesting thoughts, I guess.
Yes, so. All right. From goats to travel nightmares. Rem was in Maryland.
Ah, yes. Maryland. Was he looking forward to a hotel bathtub?
He absolutely was. That was like the main goal after the drive.
Let me guess. No bathtub.
Bingo. Remodeled building, apparently.
Yeah.
Just a shower.
Oof. That's rough. How was the drive?
Terrible. 6.5 hours because of New York traffic. Just brutal.
Ugh. So long drive. No relaxing bath. How was the shower, at least?
Not great. Rain style head, which some people like, but this one had a half open door, so water everywhere, puddles on the floor.
Oh, come on. That's the worst. A bad hotel shower is just infuriating.
We totally agreed on that. You just want decent pressure and a space where you don't flood the bathroom, right?
Absolutely. It's a basic requirement. Did that lead anywhere else?
Briefly, bit of a tangent about water conservation, the water cycle,
Mm-hmm.
the usual opinionated stuff.
Right. The balance between comfort and, saving the planet one leaky shower at a time.
Pretty much. Okay, let's shift to customer service hell. Ray's AT&T ordeal.
Oh, boy. I remember hearing bits of this. This was the phone trade-in thing.
Yeah, started with that offer. Trade in any phone, get a new one free. Sounds simple.
Uh-huh. Famous last words.
Right. First problem, only one shipping box for multiple phones. Then trips to stores.
Let me guess. None of them could actually help.
Exactly. Non-official stores, an official one with broken AC, just running around. Then they told him to call. Multiple calls, no resolution.
Standard procedure, sadly. Bounce the customer around until they give up.
Pretty much. The promised $800 credits per phone vanished. He got like $10 gift cards instead.
What? That's That's insane. How much did he figure he lost?
He felt scammed out of $2,400. And this is after being a customer for 20 years.
20 years. And they couldn't verify their own promotion?
Nope. Just kept saying they couldn't find it, couldn't confirm it. Total stonewalling.
That's just terrible business. What did he end up doing?
He finally had enough. Canceled his internet, switched everything to T-Mobile, said the speed difference was night and day, way better.
Good for him. Did he try one last time with AT&T?
Yeah, actually. Called them while he was literally standing outside the T-Mobile store.
Huh. Bold move. What did they offer?
$100 credit. And then the rep apparently said something like, oh, they always come back.
Wow. The arrogance.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, he's done with AT&T, very happy with his new phone and service, but it also brought up the spam issue.
Oh, the constant barrage?
Yeah, he's getting like 77 junk emails a day, plus those endless calls about Indian solar panels.
Those calls. Yeah, it's relentless. A constant battle.
Definitely. Okay, massive gear shift now. Religion and money.
Okay. Interesting topic.
The question was, which Christian denomination is the wealthiest? Guesses flew around. Orthodox, Roman Catholics.
The Vatican always comes up. What's their estimated worth? Around $15 billion in assets, something like that?
Yeah, that was the figure mentioned. Significant, but not the winner.
Oh, who topped it?
The Mormon Church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Reported assets. Wait for it. $293 billion.
Whoa, $293 billion. That's astronomical. Way beyond the Vatican.
Right. Blew the guesses out of the water. Led to a quick mention as that whole lost treasure theory, too.
Always adds a bit of mystique, that does. What about other groups? Did Scientology come up?
It did. Estimates put their global wealth around $3 billion, maybe, though they're famously secretive about finances.
Very secretive. Reasons why were probably discussed.
Yeah, and then some. Less than positive personal stories came out. Alleged stalking, recruitment attempts in malls. You know.
Mm-hmm. I've heard similar accounts. It can be quite intense.
The phrase imaginary juice was used at one point to describe the persistence.
Right. Okay. Let's lighten the mood, perhaps.
Good idea. Cody's Reads copy. This week, Gorton's fish fillets.
A culinary classic. How was the read?
Hilarious. Really deadpan. Described it as an oceanic mystery. The kind of meal that says, I care, but not that much.
Chuckles. That's perfect. Relatable.
Suggested pairings were great too. Tartar sauce, naturally a lukewarm beer, and existential dread.
Adds just the right touch of bleak reality. Excellent.
Okay, now for Thinking with Your Dickman. Some weird listener stories.
Always a highlight. What was first?
Footy match problem. Listener's friend went to the dunny.
The toilet for our non-Australian listeners.
Right. Anyway, he disappeared. Got found later, completely pissed on a booze bus, a police vehicle for drunk people, and arrested.
Oh, dear. What was the dilemma?
Should the listener tell the friend's boss or just bail him out? Led to a side story about being on a grand jury and visiting a jail. Grim stuff.
Yeah, those situations are never simple. What else came from the Dickman files?
This one was wild. Someone tattooed a barcode on their wrist.
Okay.
To shoplift. From a store with a circular logo. Apparently, they'd scan their wrist and it came up as like a cheap greeting card.
You're kidding. Did it work?
For years. They apparently stole about $7,000 worth of stuff.
That is incredibly audacious and incredibly stupid. Did they get caught? What was the advice?
The advice was terrible. Ask for proof, claim to be undocumented, plead insanity, get the tattoo removed. Just hopeless.
That's about right for the segment. Darkly funny. Any others?
One more. Mail forwarding mess up. USPS error meant a listener wasn't getting mail, leading to late fees, missed packages.
Ugh, bureaucratic nightmares can be so frustrating.
Yeah, and the outlook for getting any money back was bleak. Not many alternatives to USPS, are there? Someone jokingly suggested petitioning Doge.
Might as well sometimes. Okay, what about new stuff? Was there a new segment?
There was. Jules or not. We read tweets. Guess if our former co-host Jules wrote them.
Okay. How did it go?
First tweet was about a cat stealing a sandwich.
Yeah.
I guess no, you guess yes, Cody guessed no.
And the answer?
Not Jules. You were wrong on that one.
Okay. Round 2.
Tweet 2 was some pretty short political commentary. Worthless man versus impressive woman in an election context.
Ooh, sounds potentially Jules-like. Or maybe Gloria Allred, you thought?
Yeah, I guess Jules, you're leading Jules Allred? Cody said no again. Not Jules again. Cody nailed it both times.
Huh. Interesting. Fun idea for a segment, though.
Definitely. Okay, now for the main event of controversy. Dick of the Week.
Always a tough category. Who were the nominees?
3 strong ones. First, a student rescued off Mount Fuji. Twice. in 1 week.
Twice? Why?
First time, altitude sickness. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Second time, he went back up, get his phone he'd left behind.
Oh, for crying out loud, putting rescuers at risk for a phone. That's really, yeah. Okay, nominee 2.
Woman in Colorado arrested for attacking a Tesla dealership. Molotov cocktails, Nazi swastikas spray painted, messages left for Elon Musk.
Whoa. Okay, that's extreme and deeply disturbing. Nominee 3.
A historic synagogue in Philly was targeted multiple times. Hateful graffiti, attempted arson, attempted break-in. Pure anti-Semitism.
God, that's awful. A terrible slate of nominees this week. Who took the honor?
After deliberation, the winner or loser was Lucy Grace Nelson, the Tesla vandal.
Yeah, the combination of violence, property destruction, and that hateful messaging. It's hard to argue against that one, sadly.
Agreed. All right, let's move to something potentially more uplifting, or at least bizarre. Jesus Draw.
Ah, the art segment. New format this time, right? Images done beforehand.
Yep. Theme submitted by listeners, Jesus doing an outdoor sport in the spring.
Okay, curious to hear these. Whose was first?
Randy's. He had Jesus playing ultimate frisbee on a university quad. Glowing halo, robes billowing, very athletic. Norman Rockwell-esque.
Nice. Any weird details?
Oh, yeah. The frisbee said disciples on it. There was a mud puddle, a synth squad nearby, an angel with a trumpet, and some extra fingers on Jesus.
Of course. Classic AI weirdness. Okay, Ray's turn.
Ray went for Jesus at the Cooper Hill cheese rolling contest.
The cheese rolling. Brilliant. With who?
Eidos was there, Girl Scouts selling cookies, some Star Wars cosplayers, and a sign saying, "May the cheese be with you." Pure chaos.
Love it. Sounds very Ray. Cody.
Oh, Cody had Jesus playing golf, walking on a water hazard. Moses was nearby holding a 9-iron, looking annoyed. Disciples watching with beers and scorecards.
Golfing Jesus. That's a good one. Any specific style?
Yeah, like a vintage golf magazine ad. Really captured that vibe. It was declared the winner, actually.
Nice. Well-deserved, sounds like. What about Rem? You know it's going to be weird.
Oh, it was. Jesus at a picnic, gently tossing a lawn dart.
Lawn darts. Already dangerous territory.
Yep. Disciples in Memorial Day clothes, women in bikinis nearby, and John the Baptist's head just sitting on the picnic table.
Wow. Okay. That's certainly an image. Rem delivers the shock value.
As always. So Cody won. Next week's theme, his choice. Jesus selling or peddling a designer robe at a swap meet. Location TBD.
Jesus at a swap meet. That has amazing potential. Can't wait to see those.
Me neither. Okay, final stretch. Some wrestling tap.
Yes. Goldberg came up.
Yeah, Ray was saying he watched some old clips and realized maybe Goldberg wasn't the technical master everyone thought back in the WCW days.
It's a common reappraisal, right? Huge presence, incredible look, amazing entrance. But the matches themselves.
Mostly short squash matches. Ray mentioned the William Regal match specifically, where Regal apparently made him look, well, limited.
Yeah, that match is legendary for exposing him a bit. And the Bret Hart injury always comes up, too.
True. Plus, questions about how legit that undefeated streak really was.
Always debated. But it led to a bigger point from you, didn't it? About wrestling as art.
Yes. My bold claim, pro wrestling is America's greatest art form. Think about it.
Yeah.
Like dinner theater meets Shakespeare meets a weekly action movie.
It's certainly a unique blend of performance, athletics, and storytelling. But greatest art form, what about, all the amazing TV shows now? Squid Game. Brilliant British dramas, high-quality cinema.
Okay, maybe a slight exaggeration for effect. But it is a unique and underappreciated art form.
Fair enough. It sparks debate anyway. Did that lead into favorite movies?
It did. Quick round. Iron Eagle, Flight of the Intruder came up.
80s military aviation classics.
Short Circuit 1 and 2. Johnny 5 is Alive.
Definitely love those.
And the Back to the Future trilogy. Naturally. Which led to trivia.
Oh, like what?
Like Eric Stoltz being the original Marty McFly. And pointing out costume glitches in part 2. Like Marty wearing different shoes between scenes.
The little details only true fans notice. Love that stuff.
So yeah. That pretty much wraps up this dive, doesn't it?
Seems like it. Covered a lot of ground goats, scams, art, wrestling, time travel.
And Jesus at a swap meet next week. Don't forget that.
Definitely looking forward to the results of that.
All right. Well, check out the merch, richdickman.com. Subscribe on YouTube if you want visuals. Email us, richdickmanshow@richdickman.com.
And see the masterpieces at whatwouldjesusdraw.com.
Follow us on the socials, @Rich Dickman Show, and the individual handles. And if you've got a story, call the Dickman line. 513-512-5721.
Until next time.
See ya.